Hi boys and girls, for this week's music lesson we're going to need paper and pencil. Remember that I always draw with markers so it's easier for you to see at home. Today we're going to focus on singing. So you might be in your house or in the music classroom. So depending on where you are, you can sing softly so you don't disturb anyone around you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to draw a xylophone. So this xylophone has 6 rectangles, or you can think of, we call them keys, 6 keys. So let's start on the far left of your paper, and we're going to start by drawing a rectangle going from the top to the bottom. Go ahead and watch me first. Make sure you're all the way at the edge. So I'll draw a small line on top. I'm not using a ruler because I think a lot of you might not have one with you, and that's okay. We're just going to freehand it. So you draw your small line on top, and then as best as you can, draw a line all the way to the bottom, and then connect it with another line. And then you make a long line like that. As you can tell, my rectangle is not perfect, and that's okay. That's because I don't have a ruler. You might not have one either. Let's go ahead and mark this one, number 1, at the bottom. That's our first key on our xylophone. Let's try the second one. The second one's going to be right next to it. Leave a little space. Maybe you could use your pencil to figure out how much space you need in between. And it's going to be a little shorter than the first one. So let's start on top. We're going to make it just a little shorter. Make sure there's space in between. We'll start with the short line on top, longer line going down, but don't go all the way down. Make sure it's shorter than the first key. Go across, and then connect to the other side. This is number 2, key number 2. Let's go ahead and put our pencil next to it so we have a little space. We're going to do the third key. It's a little smaller than the one before. So we'll start with the line going across, down. Don't go all the way down, remember it has to be shorter than the second one. Across, down. This is number 3. And if you look closely, my rectangles are not perfect. Not triangles, rectangles. Let's go ahead and put our pencil next to key number 3 so we have a little space. Let's start our 4th rectangle. So we go across, not too long, down. Don't go too far down because it needs to be shorter than key number 3. Across and down. This is number 4. Do your best. After today's lesson, you might have to go back on your own time and maybe fix some of these. That's why you need to use pencil so you can easily erase. Okay, we have rectangle number 4. Let's go ahead and try the 5th one. So put your pencil right next to number 4 so there's a space in between them. Remember, it's going to be shorter than number 4. Go across, down. Don't go too far down. Across, and then connect the other side. This is number 5. Then our last key, remember we said we're drawing 6. Put your pencil right next to the 5th rectangle, the 5th key. So we have some space. This one's the smallest rectangle. We have across, down, across, and down. This is number 6. Okay, go ahead and finish yours. Do as best as you can. It does not need to be perfect. I have some extra lines and squiggly lines, and that's okay. Just do your best. All right, now that you have adjusted your xylophone, that's what we call this, we're going to write xylophone on top. So it's X, Y, L, O, P, H, O, N, E. Xylophone. This instrument is part of the percussion family. A lot of you have seen this instrument if you've been in my music room, but if you have not been in my music room, this is basically what it looks like. It's made out of wood. It can also be made out of metal. Okay, go ahead and get your pencil. Let's point to rectangle number 1. Not only are we calling this number 1, but we're calling it do. Can you sing that? Do. Let's go ahead and write that. It's D, O. Do. Notice that I'm using a singing voice. I'm not using a speaking voice when I say that. Let's point to number 2. We're going to call this one Re. That's R, E. Go ahead and sing it. Re. Nice work. Point to number 3. We're going to call this one Mi. That's M, I. Can you sing that one? Mi. Nice work. Point to number 5. We're going to call this one Fa. F, A. Can you sing that? Fa. Do your best. Point to number 5. We're going to call this one Sol. S, O, L. Sol. Number 6, we're going to call La. It's L, A. Can you try that one? La. Nice work. Make sure each one of your rectangles has a number. And we call these do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. We call that solfege. So make sure each one has its own solfege. Let's go back to do. We're going to focus on do for a little bit. Bring out your pencil. I go first. Do, 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 do. Were you listening closely? Doesn't that pattern, that rhythm pattern, sound familiar? It should, because we've been working on it. It's actually bread, 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 bread. Isn't that awesome how you can combine rhythm and we call it pitch, P-I-T-C-H, in music, and it makes it sound completely different. Okay, I want you to try this one. So I should hear 4 do's. 1, 2, do your best. Do, 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 do. Good work. Let's go on to number 2. What did we call that one with solfege? We called it re. I'm going to change the rhythm pattern, so listen closely. Re, 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 re. If that rhythm pattern sounded familiar, it should, because we have been working on that. It was the bread, pizza, bread, bread. Go ahead and try it. Ready, go. Re, 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 re. Here's rectangle number 3. What do we call that? Mi. Listen closely. I'm going to sing something. Mi, 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 mi. Your turn. Me, 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 me. Nice work. Let's go to fa. I go first. Fa, fa, fa. Did that rhythm pattern sound familiar? It should have, because we also have been working on it. It's actually the bread, bread, cheese. Did you notice that my cheese note felt longer? When you sing it, you can actually feel it a little bit more. Your turn. Fa, fa, fa. Beautiful. Let's go to number 5. I go first. Fa. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. So, we call this sol. Sol, sol, sol. Did you hear that rhythm pattern? It was different than number 4. It was actually cheese, bread, bread. We've done that one before. Your turn. So, so, so. Great work. Here's the last rectangle. What do we call this one? La. Do you notice that it feels really high in your throat? It should. It's small. It's the smallest rectangle, so that means it's the highest pitch. I go first. La, 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 la. Did you hear that pattern? I changed the rhythm pattern. Your turn. La, 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 la. All right, boys and girls. I hope you noticed some things with our xylophone. So we drew it out. That means each rectangle, each xylophone key is a different length. Some are longer, and then they get shorter. When we sing the solfege, remember that could be do, re, mi, fa, sol, or la. When we sing the solfege, you'll feel your voice actually kind of changing position. So do feels like it's down here. Re's a little higher. Mi goes up. Fa, sol, and la feels like it's the highest. Did you guys feel that in your voice? Very good. So for your assignment this week, you're going to be posting it on Schoology, just like we always do. But you're going to only take a picture or record yourself holding your creation. Okay? Do your best to make it look like mine. Make sure it has the title, xylophone. You have all 6 keys. They're all different sizes, different lengths. We labeled them do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. And you also put a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I cannot wait to see your creations. Bye.